Thanks, Claire. Jim Harbaugh and Michigan looking to bounce back from last week's loss at Wisconsin. 1-2 Rutgers, the opponent. First drive, Shea Patterson connects with Nico Collins, breaks a tackle, and takes off down the sideline. A 48-yard score. First time this season, Michigan has not turned the ball over on their first possession. 7-0 Maize and Blue. Later in the first, Patterson to Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 21-yard gain to the Rutgers 3 leads to a short Patterson touchdown run. We move to the second quarter. Michigan again deep in Rutgers territory. Patterson again keeps it. A 4-yard TD. Michigan up 24-0 at the half. In the third, more of the same. At the 7, Christian Turner running tough, a 7-yard score. Turner leading rusher with 48 yards. Once again, Zach Charbonnet played, but limited touches for the running back. All Michigan. Patterson adds his third rushing TD of the game. Defense holds Rutgers to just 152 total yards. 52-0 the final. Wolverines now 3-1 with Iowa coming to town next week for homecoming. Mark Coons has more from Ann Arbor.
All summer long, we heard about the speed in space offense for this Michigan Wolverines team. Well, here on one of the first days of the autumn, we finally saw it in all of its glory as Shea Patterson, without Dylan McCaffrey looking over his shoulder as the second-string quarterback out with the concussion following the loss to Wisconsin. Patterson responded with his best game of the season. 17 of 23 passing, 276 yards through the air, 1 touchdown toss, and 3 touchdown runs.
You know, anytime after a loss like that, it can go one or two ways. And you know, we worked hard every single day in practice and trusted the game plan. And just really like the way we responded as a team today.
We've seen a lot of good offensive play in practice, and we've seen that in practice you want to see it in games, and we have seen it in games at times, and at times not. But I would agree with Shea that it felt more like that because that's it's more the way it runs in practice.
I just feel like we all had to just look at ourselves and be accountable for everything that goes on. I think as everybody does their part on the team, everybody does their job, all 11 players, we're going to be a really good team.
I feel like it was good for our team. We had a bad taste in our mouth for the whole week. And, you know, to be able to come out here for our offense to click and for our defense to play well, it was great for us.
One of the changes we saw in the Maize and Blue today, offensive coordinator Josh Gaddis down on the field instead of up in the press box calling the plays.
Coach Gaddis is on the sidelines every day in practice, so I think it's, you know, just something we were used to. I really liked it. I think all the other guys liked it too.
Everything was better face to face. You know, me communicating with him communicating with the players, you know, hearing it from him and not, you know, going from through the box. It was good. Obviously, I mean, it was a good move. Glad we did it.
It just brought more energy. It made things more personal. I think just him congratulating me after the touchdown, it just showed like how we're all in this together. It was just a cool experience, cool feeling.
Like the offense just seemed more calm. You know, seemed like really into the game. You know, just having him, you know, being able to talk to the offense, you know, like right after a play, I think that really calmed them down and they could do what they do today.
It flowed much better today. It can still be better, the operation and the mechanics of it, but you know, I thought it took a big leap today.
It is Michigan's first shutout since blanking the same Rutgers program 3 years ago as the Scarlet Knights continue to be the Big Ten's answer to mouthwash, wiping out bad taste in mouths since 2014. In Ann Arbor, Mark Coons, BCSN.